My Little Ponies, and today I'll be discussing the movie Decoy Bride. Why, you might ask, am I discussing this movie? Because David Tennant's in it in the new season Doctor Who's just around the corner, like literally 2 days away now. So, let's get on with this. So, the definition, as it is on Netflix, is when a Hollywood actress heads to Scottish Island to get married, her handlers must find a way to dupe the paparazzi after she flees in frustration. That is a very poor definition. Okay. How can I describe this movie? The bride is actually very, very nice. She isn't a bridezilla unless the paparazzi are bugging her. She's very nice. She isn't the monster bride. She just wants to be able to get married without, people taking pictures of her. She believes that a wedding is sacred, which it is. So then she decides to go to the island where her fiance wrote a book about, which apparently no one else has written a book about it, and he Googled most of it, actually, which is kind of funny. But that is when we meet our protagonist, or other love interest. She is a spunky, but pessimistic girl who was engaged and got dumped. Apparently, this has happened several times to her, due to the fact that she likes artsy men that have commitment issues to one another. It's her type of guy, who apparently he is her type. I don't understand. He doesn't seem to have commitment issues, more that he's just in love with another woman. But anyways, I digress. So, her mother's sick and in a wheelchair, and her dad was an adventurer that moved on. She just came back from the island because, as I said, her fiance dumped her, and she ran out of ways of describing pockets for the magazine she was working at. I wish I was joking. Anyways, that's enough spoilers for now, because that's basically just a summary of the beginning. And it is good. And then, of course, things happen, shenanigans. The only way I can explain the comedy between David Tennant and this girl has to be Dana. They just feed off of each other the way David Tennant and Dana did. I'm sorry, I'm saying David Tennant and Dana when I'm not saying the actress's name. The point is that the comedy is very similar. It's very kind of irritated at times, but good. I laughed at a majority of the jokes. There were a couple that fell flat. Like, I didn't particularly think the toilet cleaner for hair dye was particularly funny, or the stuffing of the dress, but whatever. She did a decent job, but there is just one joke that I do have to talk about, and it is probably the funniest thing I've ever heard, or at least heard in a really long time. Okay, it happens when they're talking to the priest because they need to get the marriage annulled. And so he asks them, have you consummated the marriage yet? Which is a simple question. And then David Tennant just pulls out, no, I haven't had the time. What the? Like, I had to record and listen to that line again. And as it sunk in, it just, oh dear Lord. It played off a joke that happened earlier on. You have to watch it in order to understand. I'm sure somewhere out there on YouTube, there is a clip of this. If I can find it, I'll put it down below. But you really gotta, anyways. So, there are a couple of really good jokes here. They play off each other very well. They banter and yada yada, But the thing is that even though it's a story that has been done to death with the guy marrying the wrong girl and yada yada, but it sort of feels fresh here, newer, a different spin on it. He didn't realize what had happened. It wasn't like a split-second decision where he dumped the other girl and married her. It was... Anyways, it's just a really good movie. You guys should go check it out. I don't want to spoil any more of it for you. I also would like to mention that there are a ton of subplots, not enough of them to really matter. There's also a couple of running gags that I find really funny. One of them being his book, and it appears several times in the movie. The first time we really see it, it's at the store that she works at, and then it's just a running gag. You'll have to see it. It just keeps appearing, and it's in very comedic ways. And then, yeah, I gotta say, seeing as I don't rate things, I'm going to say that I give this a viewing. It's a good movie, especially if you like romance movies, and especially if you like comedies. Because I'm not one for romance movies, but this thing is hilarious. Starlight Pony shining out. If you like this video, click the subscribe button below and give a star his tail.